Looking back at it, Corey Taylor's first solo record was probably a little bit more underwhelming than I thought. There's just some songs from that record that don't stick with me as much. I don't know, it felt a little bit too bro-y for my liking. You know, songs just that you would call under, what is it, the dad rock or the butt rock category. But with this new album, CMF2, Corey Taylor kind of delves into just being Corey Taylor, and the album actually sounds better for that. I mean, he screams a little bit more on this record, which is something we didn't really hear, if at all, on his debut. And there's some songs reminiscent of like the Slipknot All Hope Is Gone era. Like, that surprised me to really hear how heavy this thing got, because, you know, Corey Taylor, I thought, okay, you know, him doing the solo stuff, he's going to experiment a little more, which he has, but I never really thought that he was going to go to this levels on his solo stuff and kind of turn it up a notch. Now, there were a couple songs on here that I didn't like. I did not really like the lead-off single, Beyond. I don't know what it is, but it just seems more cringy to me than anything else, so I just, you know, kind of write it off. It's not necessarily great to me, but hey, it's just an opinion, and they differ. Then there's songs like Someday and I'll Change Your Mind that also just kind of, I guess, bring the album down a little bit. Like, everything else is so good that they just kind of, you know, give that little blip in the album where you're just like, oh, okay, well, I was having fun up until now. Even the okay track on here, Breath of Fresh Smoke, I find it fine, but again, I feel like it's in a part of the album where everything's just so intense and in your face that when this song hits, it slows everything down, but not in a good way. And then the rest of the album, we have The Box, which I think kicks things off excellent. It works great as an intro, all the way into Post-Traumatic Blues, which is just way in your face. You get a little bit of metal and punk mixed in. This is where Corey Taylor's sort of Slipknot growliness kind of comes out. Talk Sick, which was the second single release from this record, definitely loved it a lot better than Beyond. Again, more of a punk-leaning tinge to it, more heavier, more fast-paced, more in your face. It was very nice to hear him go this direction. Then we have We Are the Rest, Midnight, Starmate, Sorry Me, Punchline, All I Want Is Hate, and Dead Flies that, you know, kind of, you know, round out the album and just do their thing. There's so many good ballads on here too. Not necessarily ballads, but softer leaning songs like Sorry Me and Midnight that just, you know, really do their thing. And Corey Taylor showing his more softer side, almost kind of reminiscent of like you know, soft Stone Sour song. And then, like I said, there's other songs on here like All I Want Is Hate, where he's just like, just yelling at you and doing the stuff that we're used to hearing him. And Dead Flies, I mean, that's a 6-minute track at the end of the album, but it just hits so well. He does this like almost 80s leaning guitar riff that just really goes, and the whole song in itself, like, he decided to not go with the more mellow ending. He was like, let's have some fun to start, and let's have some fun to finish. And that is something I can appreciate, and I can definitely say that round 2 for Corey Taylor with his solo albums definitely went a lot better than the first, which is definitely, you know, something I didn't see coming. And yes, before you say anything, I know I have that up there from the first album, but it is got a signature on it, so that's why I put it in there. Other than that, the album I kind of regret buying, but this new one, man, I'm gonna, you know, buy it outright. I'm gonna buy the vinyl, I'm gonna buy the CD, because this is more of what I was expecting from Corey Taylor when he was going solo, not the song CMF2 Must Be Stopped, because, I mean, you know, who wanted to hear Corey Taylor rap like that? All in all, this album gets an 8 out of 10. Very fun. One of my favorites of the year. And frankly, the album from him that we needed to show that even outside of Slipknot, he can still show us his heavier side, but also do different things that he would never be able to get away with there. So I appreciate that very much. Would really like to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. But until then, stay safe out there, and I will catch you all in the next one.